Hi there, this is Clovis. This video is about PhysX Painter 2.0 and we're going to talk about presets. So there are different kind of presets with PhysX Painter. First, let's open the UI here and let's have a look at the source objects. In the assets list here, you see that each asset has a number of vertices, which is the number of vertices of the low res mesh here, okay? And it also has a percentage here. So we cannot really think of it as a preset, but for example, if I select these assets here and change their percentage value, okay, and if I quit this tool, I can go back here, open the UI, and these percentages are still here, okay, they remain into the helper. Same for the verts, but the verts are actually taken from the number of verts of this modifier. So this cannot be, this is not really a preset. Now let's go to the brush options tab. This is where the main presets are gonna live. So here as well, there are let's say two layers of presets. For example, when I open this tool, I can change some options here. Okay, and let's say I want to do something like that, maybe with those checked and attract, and with an attraction force of 1.5 and a scale like that. Okay, and even if I do not create an actual preset, if I close this window and reopen it, the values I entered in the tool remains inside the helper. So when I reopen the tool, it takes these the latest values you put in there back into the tool, which is cool. I mean, even if you close it by mistake or for some reason, you can just go back here and open it and it stays in the tool. So if you have multiple PhysX Painter helpers, which you can do, of course, with different objects and different collision meshes, etc., you can have a different preset stored into the helper. Okay, so this is the current preset, let's say, the current values. Now, if I want to save them and share those presets or reopen the preset for another file from another helper here, what I can do is first we can reset the default settings here. When we press this button, it resets everything. So this is the default settings, and we can save a default preset. We can choose here a folder where we will store those presets. So, well, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to save that into the desktop. Okay, and save it. Now you see that it starts to populate this list. But this is the default, so it's just easy to get back to the default. But you have this button. Now let's create a more randomized preset, something like that maybe, and maybe with this. Okay, and I will call that random and save the preset. So now we have both. And if I switch, you see that my values are changing. So yeah, let's make another one for attraction, for example. Let's put that to 0. Yeah, something like that, and force of 2, and we will call it attract, and save it. So they are all into this list. So now if I go to default and start to paint, okay, this is taking my default preset. Now if I go to random, See that when I paint, I have randomized rotations and scale. Okay, and now if I select attract, I still have my random rotations and scale that as I set in the preset. And when I release the mouse button, they should be attracted. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. And if you close this and reopen it, you will see your preset list again. Okay, and if you don't find them, you can choose the folder here. So you pick a folder and it's going to populate the list of your saved presets.